Great, I'll give you a minute to. Well, great. Thanks everyone for being here. I would like to call the meeting to order. Crystal, are you? Okay, great.
We're good. Recording and live.
Awesome. I call this meeting to order. Welcome to the January 6th, 2025 meeting of the Art and Public Places Committee. The recording secretary will take roll.
Thank you, Vice Chair. Committee Member Azadarian.
Present.
Committee Member Faulkner.
Present.
Committee Member Nathanson.
Present.
Committee Member Fuentes is absent. Committee Member Stewart is absent. Vice Chair Keeper.
Present.
And Chair Gardner is absent. Let the record reflect that all committee members are present with the exception of Fuentes, Stewart, and Chair Gardner.
Great, thank you. Number 4, modifications to the agenda. Do we have any modifications to the agenda from staff? Seeing none, we'll move on to public comment. This is the time where any person may address matters not listed on this agenda, but which are within the subject matter of the jurisdiction. The public may comment on agenda items when the item is called. Each speaker is allowed 3 minutes. Do any members of the public wish to make comments on the Art and Public Places items not on the agenda? Comments will be heard on specific agenda items at the time the item is called. Seeing no attendees to this meeting, we will move on. Thank you. I will now close public comment and we will move on. One set of minutes from the November 4th, 2024 meeting was attached to the agenda for your review. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes? Seeing none, then the minutes are approved as submitted. We will now move on to scheduled items. Item 7.1, National Arts Program. Staff will present a program update for the National Arts Program. The recommended action is to nominate 1 or 2 APPC members as exhibition judges.
Thank you. The National Arts Program closed this last Friday on the 3rd. And we had 145 people register, which was wonderful. The majority of those were Santa Rosa residents with a handful of Santa Rosa employees as well. A little bit of background on the National Arts Program. It was established in 1985 by the National Arts Foundation, which aims to inspire, acknowledge, and reward creative accomplishment nationwide. It encompasses over 80 venues in 37 states, and we're the only ones in the North Bay that have been hosting this for now 22 years, which is really great. It encourages individuals of all skill levels. So there's different categories of youth, teen, amateur, intermediate, and professional. And there's awards given of over $3,000 in prizes. Riley Street every year also donates $200 in gift matching gift cards. And we do $200 in gift cards as well for the honorable mentions. On February 1st, on Saturday, the artists will be dropping off their artwork to Finley Center from 10 to 1 o'clock. And then we'll be hanging it. We're looking for 1 to 2 APPC members to be on the selection panel for to give out these awards. We'd be meeting February 4th, 5th, or 6th, which would be a Tuesday through Thursday, depending on your availability. And I would block about 2 hours for that in the afternoon. So working together on what works best with your schedule. So today, the recommended action is to select 1 or 2 APPC members to sit as the exhibition jury for this.
Is this the program where the selected winners exhibit their work in Washington, D.C.
I think
at the Capitol?
I think possibly in the past, someone was selected to do that with the National Arts Program, but I would have to look that up.
Because I was a juror years ago, and then when I was working in New Jersey, and then our Congress invited a number of us to DC so we could see the exhibition there, which was really, really cool. But I didn't know if they still. did
Was it
that.
a winner, all the winners of the different?
I think it was a
venues?
selected winner from
Okay.
each state.
You know what, I'll take a look, because possibly.
I think it was one winner from each congressional district across the
Okay.
country or something. I can't remember for sure, but it was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
I'd be interested in being a juror if nobody else is interested, or if there's some, maybe two of us can do it.
And so 1 to 2, if not 2, then we'll select a community member to be that second judge.
So for clarification, is this still the time for questions about this? This is not discussion yet. We're asking questions about this program.
Questions?
Okay. Does any other committee member have any questions about this program or the time commitment in order to be an exhibition judge? I will just say, just a commentary. Can I give a comment? Commentary, I was a judge during this competition last year and had a great time. I judged it with MJ, who we were just talking about her artwork before. She and I were the panelists or the exhibition judges, and we got together in the
MJ Linda Lawyer.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And she and I got there, she and I each brought our headphones, which was a great idea, because then we could just like look at the art, look at all of the categories, and then we could like make a pass and then make notes, and then she and I got together, went through our selections, and then we picked winners from each category. So I had a lot of fun doing this last year, and it was a 2 to 3 hour time commitment.
Okay.
Jeff, thank you for volunteering yourself. Would anyone else be interested in participating in this or?
Well, I'm just noticing that we have several different ones, so maybe I'll volunteer for a different one.
And we could do one and do one community member.
So that's an option as well. Okay. I think we'll move forward with recommending that Jeff, I will put your side. Can I get a motion to recommend that Jeff be our selection?
I so move.
Deb so moves. Can I get a second?
Second.
Thank you. And do we move to a vote?
Mhm.
Great. And we'll now vote. Crystal, can you do a roll call vote for us?
Yes, thank you, Vice Chair. Committee member Asdarian.
Aye.
Committee member Faulkner.
Aye.
Committee member Nathanson.
I
Vice Chair Keefe.
Aye.
Let the record reflect that that passes with all ayes.
Great. Thank you, everyone. Next, we'll move on to, and I look forward to seeing this presentation. So please keep us in the know when the art exhibit is hung and when it will go through. Moving on to item 7.2, Earthbound, Art for a Sustainable Future. Staff will present a program update for Earthbound, Art for a Sustainable Future. Our recommended action today is to nominate 1 or 2 APPC members as selection panel members. Thanks, I'll pass it on to Mara.
Thanks. Back in November, the APPC approved the project plan to move forward with Earthbound, which is in conjunction with Earth Day, to place art in courthouse square for the month of April. So we opened up the call in December. I think it's end of November. And the call closes today. So far, we've had 19 submissions and they keep coming in. So which is really exciting to see the creativity. Earthbound was open to a California-based artist, and the APPC approved a maximum budget of $15,000 for the show, which was $10,000 to give away in artist stipends. So today we're looking for 1 to 2 of you to serve on the selection panel. The selection panel will need to meet by the end of this month to bring forth the selection to APPC to approve because we are using public art funds. So the availability would be probably the second to last week of this month. Some other panel members are from the Earth Day committee themselves as well.
Is it just one meeting?
It will be just one meeting ideally, yes. So I would block about 2 hours for it
When's the deadline?
today.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, today at 5 o'clock. So we'd be looking at the week of the 20th.
Okay.
And it could be virtual or in person. Ideally in person. I think it's just easier to communicate about art, but it could be virtual too.
So it would be, we wouldn't be reviewing the submissions at home and then coming together and meet, or is that?
Depends on when I go through the submissions. Usually I do email them out before, so everyone could at least have their notes and review. Because we don't have an online scoring system right now, we use Civic Plus. All of the scoring will have to be done during our review, so I could take notes on that.
Volunteer for that.
Great, thanks, Nathan. Double, were you interested as well?
Yeah, I could do that. We need a second person.
Meredith, could you tell us who else would be on the selection panel?
I don't have their names yet. It would be from the Earth Day Committee.
And is that a board that is a volunteer base, or who is on that committee?
It's city employees.
City
that are
employees.
employed, yeah. But not from the arts program or economic development. So
It could be
outside of our program.
folks from water or
Mhm.
engineering or any different division. Okay. Well, very cool. Can I get a motion to nominate our volunteers for the selection panel?
So we'll both do it?
If you want to. I mean, would you like to have two people?
I think that's great, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
I move to nominate Nathan and Devil to be APPC members on the selection panel for the Earthbound Art for a Sustainable Future project.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
Can we second? I second it.
Great, thank you. And Crystal will move to a roll call vote.
Thank you, Vice Chair. Committee Member Asdarian.
Aye.
Committee Member Faulkner
Aye.
and Committee Member Nathanson.
Aye.
And Vice Chair Keeper.
Aye.
And let the record reflect that the vote passes with all ayes.
Great, thank you. And please keep us updated about the timeline for this. This will be very interesting to see how this program comes to fruition. Next, we will move on to item 7.3, program update. Staff will present a program update for the Arts and Culture program. Our recommended action today is information only.
All right, thank you. We didn't get to meet in December. I hope everyone had a good holiday, Thanksgiving, holiday, and New Year's. So I wanted to present to you today a program update on some items we are working on and some things that we're looking forward to. So as noted in our strategic plan, and when I first started, which was now 6 months ago, one of my goals was to do an art audit and start on our art mapping project. So currently, we've mapped all of the permanent art pieces, which are 76 artworks. We have basically two collections. We have our permanent art collection, and then we have what we call our transitional art collection, which is our art benches and art signs. So the first main focus is to map all of the permanent art collection. So we've created a map, and this also helps us see the art deserts of where we could start placing public art, and the art clusters where we have a lot of public art. And this is also mapped by type. So we have, I think we've categorized it into about 10 different types of artwork. The long-term goal of this public art map is to integrate different art walks and do many different maps from public art and private development to the Rosa murals. I think the opportunities are really endless on what we could do. And using a GIS mapping system, a lot of cities do that, and you can create these, they're called stories online. So users can go through and they can click on something and learn about the artist, have a video integrated about the artist, multiple images, which is really exciting. So here are some examples from other cities. This one's in Colorado, and I believe the other one, I was gonna say like Beverly Hills, but that's not Beverly Hills. So as you can see, you can hover over and you can see a photo, a bio about. So right now, all of the artworks are mapped. And we're working on getting the artist information integrated in. And then I'm working with our team here on the final design of this. So it's really exciting. The idea that this really will enhance not only our accessibility towards the arts, but the idea of how we can start to integrate this in education programs. It will help with tourism and visitors, saying, at the visitor center, you can go on this right here and you could do the walking tour. You'd be able to select different art walks, and also starting to highlight all the art that's not just downtown. If you start looking at Roseland and getting those murals on here to really start to elevate the areas outside here as well. So the other item is that we will be doing a form online. So if someone comes across some public art that's not on the map, they could take a photo of it, they could enter in the information, whether it's known or unknown, and then our team could go out there and take a look at it and get it added to the map. The other item we'll also be doing as a survey is public art benches. So on the back end of a GIS system, we could have our own data in the city and we could be gathering it for maintenance, et cetera. So when we start to survey all the art benches, because a lot of them have been damaged, we could start collecting that data and better organize that, along with better take care and maintain a lot of our artworks. So this has been a project, and I'm excited for where we're at now, and hopefully in 6 more months, this will be up and running, but hold me on that. But my goal keeps saying by the end of the month, this data is going to be done. But we want to make sure that it's accurate and really reflects our collection with good images and everything, because we have a wonderful collection. It's been really inspiring reading about it, from Florence and Harry Dixon to, there's the artist Richard Varela, the totem pole in front of room 6, and he shows SF MoMA, or he showed an SF MoMA, he's passed now. So I'm starting to read about all these biographies, people, and we have a really rich collection. So it'll be nice to start to promote that online. Live at Juilliard, we are celebrating 30 years this year, which is really exciting. And sorry, put the wrong date there. So it's July 31st through August 31st, actually, because September 1st is Labor Day. So we'll close on Labor Day weekend. We have the 6 shows. Applications open on January 15th. The applications that will be opening will be for our musicians, for the food vendors, and for our nonprofit partners to do the wine and beer for that. This year, because it's our 30th anniversary, we're going to be doing art vendors. We've measured that we could fit possibly 6 to 8 different 10 by 10 art vendor booths out there. So we thought that would be a really great way to help continue to support the arts. Those spaces would be free for community members to come out with their own pop-up and table, but at least they could have that opportunity to sell, because we do generate a lot of foot traffic at these events. So yes, January 15th, the applications will be online. We'll also be posting that to our social media. The open calls for art. Earthbound closes today. We have the Big Belly Trash Can Art, which closes January 15th. And I will be emailing, I believe it's Lisa and Kristen on the selection panel for that. So I'll be emailing you soon. We've gotten in some really great fun submissions. A lot have been coming in today too, so it's exciting to look at. And then we have the 2 mural projects, the Colgan Creek mural, which closes January 20th, along with the Brookwood Community mural that closes on January 20th. I do want to note that I have yet to open up the temporary art walk because we have all of these calls for art, so I've been busy with this. So I'm waiting till this closes, and I'll most likely open that sometime in mid to end of February for that call. We have 2 art openings at the Finley Center. The Quilt Guild, which opening is January 9th from 5 to 7. Bryce was there hanging that group show today. And then the Redwood Chinese Empire Association, their art opening is January 24th from 6 to 8 p.m. Do let me know if you're going to make it. It's always really great to have representation there from our committee. So I'd love to see you there. And lastly, a reminder that we're on social media. In December, we had some really great traffic. We spent about $100 on advertising for our calls, and we had over 31,000 views. We had 24 new likes. We had over 16,000 reach for all of those ads that we ran. A lot of them were just in the city of Santa Rosa, but some were throughout California. I think some of the calls are in California. So I think this is a really great opportunity for us to not just getting people to apply for our calls, but just sort of our branding and to see who we are and why they would want to come to the city of Santa Rosa and support the arts. And so all of our information can be found on our website. That is it.
Great. Thank you,
Cool.
Meredith.
Yeah.
Do we have any questions from the committee about any of these upcoming shows or projects in process?
Meredith, I know I volunteered for one of the selection panels, so I'll follow up with you because I can't remember which one.
I think it was the Colgan Creek.
Is it
Oh, wait.
Logan? It might be.
No, maybe it was Brookwood. I'll email you.
Okay,
Oh,
thanks.
yeah. I think that's.
At the Brookwood Police Department. Yeah,
I think it was that one,
it's-
actually. I think it
yeah,
was that one.
that's
that's the one that, yeah.
I did.
I
yeah,
haven't
if-
said those
if
dates
it
yet.
had said. police
Okay.
department, yes, the fence, right,
Mhm.
or wall fence,
Mhm.
whatever that, yeah.
Thank you. All right, moving on to item 8, we have committee member reports. Committee members are welcome to make general comments or announcements at this time. Sorry, I didn't ask if anyone else had any questions. Okay, moving on to committee member reports. Would anyone like to make a general comment or announcement? Arts events in our community. Seeing none, I will turn it over to staff. Are there any reports from staff? Seeing none, I will adjourn this meeting today. And the next regular meeting of the Art and Public Places Committee is scheduled for Monday, February 3rd, 2025. Thank you, everyone. This meeting is adjourned.
Wow.